Hello guys, my name is Mandy. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Right now I am going to be doing a DIY. I'm going to be putting some plywood boards on my wall here in the basement. The wall right now, you can see the studs where they are, and then this is just like an insulation. So I've decided to break this project down into 3 sections. The first section is over here. This is where we kind of do like our workout stuff. There's one small wall, that tiny one over there, and then this bigger one. Once I get this done, the second project will be this other area, and then the third will be this wall over here. So by breaking it into smaller projects, I think it's a little bit more achievable. I mean, how do you eat an elephant, right? So the first step in all of this was measuring the walls. So I measured the walls. If I did my math right, I should need 20 sheets of plywood. We will see. I did buy 5 sheets from Home Depot. No, 4 sheets from Home Depot, and they cut it for me. That's what's in this. And then I bought 1 sheet from Lowe's, but their machine was broken, so I had to have one of my neighbors cut it. And I thought, well, I'm not going to go back there if I can't even I can't fit more than 1 sheet in my car. So that definitely needs to be cut at the store for me, or I can only get 1 sheet at a time. So I have them for 2 different places. My first step, and I did this already, let me see if I can turn on a light and make it a little bit brighter down here. My first step was painting the boards different ways. So I painted 1 board with a roller, 1 board with a paintbrush, where you could kind of see the paint strokes, and then 1 I dampened a rag and then just got paint on the rag, the wet rag, and whitewashed one of the boards. So I've looked at them. I stared at them for like 3 hours yesterday looking at the boards. You can barely tell the difference. So this one is going to be whitewashed. You can tell that, but you really can't even tell. And I'm sitting here in real life. I think this one's the one with the brush strokes and this one's the roller. But guys, it looks almost the same. So my decision is to just whitewash all the boards with the cheap white paint and a rag, throw it on there. If I want the paint to be thicker, I'll just do it after I have it on the walls. I mean, I can paint a room. I've been doing that a lot lately. So, yeah, so this is what we're doing. We're gonna make all the boards look like this one. So these, we will do the back side. So I will whitewash all of these and those. And then I have a friend letting me borrow a nail gun. So then we'll just start nailing them to the wall. Now I will stagger some of them a little differently, but I'll stagger 4 feet in every other board. And then once we get to the window, I'll have to cut a few differently, but it'll be pretty easy to kind of stagger them and do, so there's not one big seam right down the middle at 8 feet all the way down the wall, which part of me is like, I don't really care, but I'm going to try to do it this way and see if I can do it like, not like a pattern, but not messed up on purpose, I think is what I want to do. Anyways, yeah, I'll show you guys me painting. Cool. Hey guys, so I have a few more boards to paint. So I have these left to go, not very many. And then I have all these over here that I already lined up this one and cut it. I actually used an X-Acto knife to cut it. So, I mean, it might not be perfect, but I'm going to have some of the other boards. Like if I know like all these on that side of the window will be the exact same size, I'll just go down to my neighbor and have him cut them for me because he's been super nice about it. But those are the first 2 rows. I'll go ahead and cut that one too with the X-Acto knife. And then I've got these laid out that I kind of want to lay them out to see the pattern that I'm going to do. But I think it'll be easier to see the pattern after I put the bottom 2 rows up and get up to the window. So I think the window is kind of throwing me off. But yeah, I'll show you guys what I do. Let's go. I decided not to do any spacing on it because I kind of like the smaller cracks, and the board is so thin. The bigger the crack, I think nickel spacing would look really good with actual shiplap or with bigger boards, but because my boards are so thin, I'm just gonna have the spacing right on top of each other, and you can kind of see cracks in it, which is all good. Here, we'll turn it this way so you can see me. Progress update. I am 3 boards up. Got to the window seal on that side. There's a little bit of board like peeking over the edge, but I honestly don't know how I'm going to finish out the window, so I'm just going to leave that board there. We'll see. We'll see what it looks like with like a blind and a curtain up. I might not mess with it. I have 1 more board. I have to cut around the light socket. So I don't have any kind of saw or blade other than an X-Acto knife. So I cut around this with an X-Acto knife. And the boards from here up should be pretty easy. I shouldn't have to cut around anything. We're gonna take the clock off the wall, obviously. But I'm just gonna have one of my neighbors like cut. He's got tons of tools at his house. So I'm gonna have him cut a couple of boards like that end so I don't have to like go around anything. It'll just be boards right there. And then wherever the boards end here, it should be pretty cut and dry from here after I get this last little socket gone around. And yeah, I'm gonna take a break after I do this one just because I need a second to regroup. And then I will start on the easy part. I think this is the most difficult so far, going around the little sockets. All right, so we're just moving right along. All right, I've taken a break from the wall to come over here and watch Abram roller skate. Are you gonna hold his hand, Marcus? Watch where you're going, Abram. Very good. It's okay, Marcus. It's okay.
Okay, there. The white way. Okay.
It's okay, Marcus.
Now, my hand.
Watch where you're going, Abram. Whoop. Very cool, guys. All right, Abram, it's gonna have to be Marcus's turn. Whoa! Let him. 5 more minutes. Alright, so here's the end of day 1 on this project. We still have to do this over here and then the top, and probably frame in the window, but it looks so good. I'm so pumped. So we're gonna get the window framed in, the 2 pieces of the wall finished, and then move all the workout equipment back over here, organize it, and then start on the next section. So we are very close to being done. Yay! Okay guys, we were just at Home Depot. We got more boards. This wall is almost finished. We got that little wall over there. We're gonna probably use scraps over there just because I don't want to use tons of wood if I don't have to. But those boards are painted. We've got 2 more little sections at the top. Got all these from Home Depot today. Went to Lowe's and their machine to cut the plywood was down. So at Home Depot, it was 25 cents per cut after the first 2. So we got 9 boards, 5 cuts each. First 2 cuts are free, so 43 cuts. Worked out to be less than $11 to cut all of them in 7.5 inch, 7 3/4 sheets or boards. So got all of those. We're gonna paint. I'm going to use a rag, just a wet rag dipped in some paint, and brush it on there, and hopefully it will turn out like this. We will nail it all up. I'm so excited. This is happening. It's almost done. All right, I gotta give you a final product. I didn't even show you I was gonna do this wall. So there's this wall. We have storage over there. The small wall on that side, trimmed out window. Dun, da, da. So this is like the whole workout area. Isn't it perfect?